Unit 6, Formative 1, Day 4, Samples and Surveys. Tell whether the survey question is biased and why or why not. Okay, biased means you lean people in one direction. So if you give them a question that's really basically telling them what the answer is at the same time, that would be biased. Okay, so if you look at number 1, would you rather visit the exciting zoo or the boring museum? Well, they make the zoo sound really good and the museum sound really bad, so the majority of the people they ask are going to say the zoo just because of that. So that is what you would call biased. And it's because of those words. And then number 2, what is your favorite flavor of soda? If you ask someone a question about what their favorite flavor of soda is, you're not leaning them one way or the other. You're not saying what's your favorite Pepsi product or what's your favorite Coke product. So that would be unbiased. Okay, now we got to tell whether the survey method is biased and why or why not. Okay, so survey method means where you're doing it or how you're actually performing the survey, not necessarily the actual questions, but the actual survey. So number 3, you go to a wrestling match to ask people whether they like to watch wrestling on TV. Well, if you're at a wrestling match, more than likely those type of people are going to be more likely to watch wrestling on TV. So that would not give you a very good sample of type of people. So this would be called biased, because people at a wrestling match probably watch wrestling on TV. Number 4, you ask every 5th person down the hallway at your school what their favorite sport is. This would be unbiased because you are not asking just maybe the athletes what their favorite sport is. You're not asking just the soccer team. You're not asking the football team. Like, you are asking any random person that's down that hallway what their favorite sport is. Okay, so random sampling, what you have to do, these are just different ways to survey people or get samples of information. So there's 3 different types of ways. The first one's random, and it's exactly how it sounds. Okay, it's completely random. Okay, it's not voluntary. It's just you survey a certain group of people, and you just get them by either like pulling names out of a hat or things like that. And then you have systematic. Okay, that sounds like what it is too. There's a system to it. Okay, systematic would be like if you survey like every 4th person, or every 8th person, or every 10th person, or every 6th person, or something like that. But there's that system to it. It's not random at all. Okay, and then the last one is called stratified. This is a lot like random, but what you do is you break down a group of people into subgroups, meaning like you could break it down into males and females, or you could break it down into freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, okay, and then you pick them at random. Okay, so break it down into groups and then pick it at random would be stratified. Okay, so what type of sampling is being used in each situation? Tell whether the method will produce a good sample. So a computer manufacturer selects a number between 20 and 50 and then checks the quality of every nth computer they produce, where n is the number selected. So in other words, they might check like the 21st, every 21st computer, or every 30th computer. So this is called systematic, because there's a system to it. Okay, number 6. A teacher splits the class into males and females and then asks 5 males and 5 females what their favorite animal is. So I took a group of a class and then I split it into subgroups, males and females, and then I asked random people. So that is called stratified, because I first took a bigger group and split it into smaller groups. And then the last one, a phone company randomly selects 200 people from its customer list to deliver a survey to. This is completely random, so this is called random sampling. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.